Hi, everybody, and welcome to my channel called Study Physiotherapy Online. I want to start this with a most basic video, and this video is split into two parts. And the first is from a student perspective, and the next one is from a patient perspective. So please click the button subscribe to get notifications about my future videos. So the first part, what is physiotherapy from a student perspective for all those want to be's future professionals who are in that decision making spot thinking, hey, what why do I study physiotherapy? What is the best thing about physio? What do physios do? Well, here's a very good reason for anyone to be a physio, and which is that you can be a physiotherapist from in a person's lifeline all the way from before they are born. That means you can work with pregnant women all the way until somebody who's 80, 90 years old. You can work all the way from headaches all the way to the foot and ankle pain. So you can treat the entire body of a person through the entire course of life, which means you can deal with orthopedic conditions, neurological conditions, cardiovascular, that is related to heart and lungs, respiratory, which is related to breathing and lungs. Then you have the musculoskeletal, which is about joints and bones, ligaments, tendons after fractures. You can also work with patients who have difficulty recovering after a surgery. Now, this can be any surgery, really, not just orthopedic surgery, but also from surgery that could be for lungs or for heart, or I mean, after cancers. We play a role in a patient's life, no matter what disease process they have, what kind of recovery they need, what kind of strengthening they need. We deal in every phase of a person's life. It is a profession that is never going to go out of style. It is a profession that will not be able to taken over by robots. Yes, there will be technology development, but it's not going to be taken over by machines because what it requires is an expert touch. It requires clinical reasoning, critical thinking, problem solving, making that human connection with your patients. It's about patients' trust in you, and it's about you having trust in your knowledge. And that's what I wish to do with this channel, is to help grow your knowledge. So when you think of physiotherapy as a profession, what does a physiotherapist do? Everything. We work in water, that we call as hydrotherapy. We work with electrical equipment, which we call as electrotherapy. We work with our hands, which is called manual therapy. We work with exercises, and which is called exercise therapy. So there are a lot of tools and techniques in the tool belt of a physiotherapist. We can even treat, where most of our treatments are related to the psychological aspect of the patient, because we have to convince the patient to work with us in spite of pain. We have to work with our patient in spite of not with them willing to be working with us. And how do we do that? And that's what we're going to talk about on this channel. How do we use different techniques? What are the different techniques? What does it entail? So as a young student willing to get into the profession, or if you're a mature student trying to change professions and trying to try something new, what I have to tell you is this, that you're not going to regret this decision, because as you become a physiotherapist, you can grow and specialize into any form of physiotherapy you like. There are people who are cardiac physiotherapists. There are people who are burns physiotherapists, pediatric, geriatric, orthopedics, neurological, cardiovascular. So we go ahead with different specialties of physiotherapy that leaves you such a vast option of educating yourself, specializing yourself, and at the end of all this, what you can get into is advanced practice. Depending on the country you're practicing in, they have different specializations that you can go into. So when you're newly qualified, when you're graduating, trust me, you're going to be a jack of all trades at that time. And that's when you can work in hospitals, in clinics, at patients' homes, do private visits, work in nursing homes, work in old age care homes, work in pediatric centers, work in sports rehab facilities, work in neurological centers. You will be a jack of all trades who will be able to work in any setup at that time. So, without further ado, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click on the button that's flashing on the lower right hand side corner. And I hope to keep updating this channel as frequently as I can. And as always, my information, the information of our company, is in the details below. So feel free to send an email and communicate with us further should you need more information. Thank you and enjoy your day.